Hey guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel with your host Ell and Lisaboo, and we have our special guest Kieran from Thieves of Liberty.
That's me. Hi.
Yeah, so yeah, a little bit of an impromptu sort of like interview with Kieran. So Kieran, could you introduce yourself and what you do within the band, within Thieves of Liberty?
So I'm Kieran. I'm the guitarist in Thieves of Liberty. I'm one of two guitarists these days. And yeah, we just set the world alight with our music.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so Kieran, what have you been up to?
we've um we've recently re-released a song. It actually originally came out about a year and a half ago, and then there was a big mix-up with the distributor, and it got lost forever into the void, and we kind of lost all the streams and everything that went along with it. So we basically had to do a re-upload. So yesterday the song came out again. It's called Calypso. I'm sure a lot of fans of our band know it. It was always the fan favorite song anyway. But a lot of people had it in playlists, that kind of thing, and they're all gone now as well. So if you're a fan listening to this and you love that song, make sure you go back onto Spotify, etc., and add it back into your playlists because it's back now. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, cool, cool. So what uh, is the song about? For
Oh
those
well, it's a
who
bit of a
don't know.
personal question to be honest. No, it's there's no one direct meaning to it. It's sort of it's loosely based on a relationship, but then also very tied into sort of ancient mythology, as in the ancient Greek goddess Calypso. Um, but as with most music, it's open to the listener's interpretation. Really, we don't like to pin down one meaning and say this is what it means because we want to know what it means to you. I think that's more important.
Yeah, yeah, true, yeah. It's like any sort of like art as per se, it's always open to interpretation of some
Exactly. Yeah.
description. So yeah, it's like I can understand where you're coming with that. It's like it's open to interpretation. So yeah. So
That's the
Kieran,
best way for me.
yeah. So Kieran, have you been? You or has the band collectively been writing new material?
We have, yes. We've been working very hard for a very long time on a full length album. So it'll be our first full length studio album. We've done EPs in the past, and it's it's something.
Yeah.
We started working on it in August, and then we hit many a roadblock along the way, as you do. Somewhat time restricted, somewhat music restricted, financial restrictions aplenty in that sense. We ran a big crowdfunding campaign in December, and we had loads of amazing support from our fans. We raised more money than we ever thought we would. To be honest, it was beyond our dreams. And now it's really close to being finished, and I can't give too much away. We haven't got a release date or anything like that yet, but it is almost finished, and we will have a date very soon.
Yeah. So it's been sort of like you've been in the studio. It's been written. You've been in the studio, and it's been sort of like
It's written,
um,
it's recorded, it's very, very nearly mixed, and then we need it mastering, and then
yeah,
we can finally give some information.
yeah. I know you can't really say too much about it, but have you got some idea of the release yet?
It'll be this year for sure, but it'll likely be the back end of the year. Um, a large window, I'd say, between September and December, but which end of that or if in the middle, I've got no idea currently.
Yeah. Are you
Well, I've
going to
got
be
some
releasing?
idea, but I'm not going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. That's why I said like general. general release date
Yeah,
type
that's
thing.
the general window. It will definitely be within that window.
Yeah, yeah. So, are you planning on releasing any singles from the album?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of singles, so there will be new music before that September December window. There'll be some in the coming months. As soon as we've got a single out, we're just going to pump out single after single in the build up to it. As much promo and publicity as we can, and then as much new music
Yeah,
for people to consume as we can as well. And the sooner the better, because even we're sick of it now. It's been so long.
yeah, yeah. Once you reckon, with me being in and around the music business for a while now, I can understand why, yeah, how some bands can get really, really sick of actually saying, "I want this out. I want to get this written. I want this recorded. I want it out. I want it like people to. I want the fans to actually listen to the new music." Yeah, I can actually
Yeah,
feel the frustration there.
it is, and like I say, I mean, our last new release was Calypso, not yesterday, but the first time, and that was November 2022, I think. So, I mean, we're sick of hearing that song now. I'm sure all the fans are as well, really. But yeah, there's new stuff coming very, very soon, and like I say, there's just so many things that cause delays. Just
Yeah,
sort of getting booked into the studio in time, and then having to pay for certain obstacles along the way. Like vinyls, especially, they're super expensive to buy, and we can't actually get them yet until it's all mixed and mastered, because obviously the songs have to get printed on the vinyl. But then there's a 4-month wait on vinyls at the minute as well. So as soon as we've got the music, we're then waiting at least 4 months before we get the vinyls, and then we'd need time to ship them out to people and stuff as well. So it's a massive delay on the album being done and when it can actually come out, and that's why we're looking towards the back end of the year rather than this summer.
yeah. I was going to say it's like with vinyl being um, well, I was going to say vinyl having a resurgence,
Yeah,
especially over the last about what 4 or 5 years now.
yeah,
There is a high demand to get
for
this.
sure. Yeah,
Uh,
I
there
mean,
is a high.
whenever I go to a concert, it's the thing I would buy. I'd get a T-shirt and a vinyl. They're the two things that always pique my interest. I think that's probably the case for a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah, especially with like people my age in the 50s, where they grew up on vinyl.
Yeah,
If you
there's
know,
a
it's
nostalgia
like
to it as well, isn't there?
yeah, yeah, because yeah, yes, yeah. I've got like I wouldn't say a sizable vinyl collection. I've got like a good selection of vinyl.
Yeah. For me, obviously, I didn't grow up with vinyls, so slightly younger generation. I did grow up with CDs, but I don't know. There's just something about vinyls though. Like it feels like I don't know, I feel like I'm collecting something of real note and value when I get a vinyl. It's obviously much bigger than CDs, and you get to really appreciate the artwork and stuff. And then there's just nothing like taking the vinyl out and just putting it on the player and dropping the needle on, is there? You hear that little crackle. Yeah, it's just so great, man. I feel
Yeah,
the nostalgia, even though I didn't grow up with it.
yeah, yeah. To me, and there's to a lot of people. I think that little crack and that warm sound coming from it
Yeah,
is sort of like it's puts you in the in the right frame of mind, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Just when you like reading, looking at the artwork on the album cover, then reading looking through all the lyrics and stuff like that,
exactly.
and
It feels like a real product, whereas like streaming services, you don't get a physical feel of the product. You get to consume the music, and that's great, and it's very accessible. But I don't feel like I own it. Whereas a record, I feel like I own something special.
yeah, yeah. It's sometimes here when you listen to sort of like streaming services, sometimes it's a bit too clinical.
Hmm.
with the sound, and you sort of like you're just sitting there, you're just like thinking, you, you sort of like you're not doing something with your hands or like this, even with a CD or cassette,
Yeah,
cassettes. You sort of like got something in your hand. You're actually reading the lyrics as you listen to each song,
yeah,
type of thing. Where
totally agree.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
so yeah,
there will be vinyl for our upcoming album. Um, we're gonna do some nice different colors and stuff as well, so they're all pretty.
Cool.
so Kieran, are you sort of like planning any gigs uh,
Yeah,
on the when the album's released?
yeah. I mean, I say nothing's booked yet really because we don't have the final release date. But we will plan a sort of special couple of shows for the launch, and then certainly follow it up with a tour at some point as well. So nothing concrete booked in yet in terms of shows around the album, but they will definitely happen. Well, we've got a decent summer coming up with some festivals and stuff. I mean, a week today we'll be doing a show in Manchester. Doing there's a festival down Manchester called Fire Vault, and we won their Battle of the Bands last year. Played the festival. This year we're doing a headline performance at the Battle of the Bands for this year's contestants, and then performing at the festival again as well. So, and that's an incredible festival as well. It was really special to be part of that, and I'm really excited to be going back again.
Cool, cool. So now this is sort of like a hypothetical question.
Okay.
So if all the stars are aligned and you got the new album's finished and you got the release date, you got the financial backing, would you tour, say, not just the UK, but going to Europe as well? Doing like full blood tour in Europe or crossover
Um,
tour to the US?
I mean, yeah, if like you say, all the stars are aligned and we've got the financial backing for it, then absolutely. I'll tour the moon if we've got the financial backing for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is just that it is always it comes back to finances, doesn't it? If we
yeah,
can make it happen, we'll do it. We'll play anywhere. That's all we want to do is be out on the road playing our music to people. So if it can happen, it'll happen for sure.
yeah, yeah. Have you got any questions, Lisa?
Well, basically, I was gonna ask if there's any like venues that he likes to play, or if he likes to play more festivals, or
Oh, I'm not fussy really. Anywhere that doesn't throw tomatoes, that's always good stuff. But no, I mean, I just mentioned Firebolt, and honestly, I can't speak highly enough of that festival. Um, it's just it's an amazing location. It's got 2 stages. The lineup's always incredible. Packed with people. The owners are lovely. All the staff are amazing. Like they go out with way to do little things for you that I'm sure some of the big artists just expect to happen. But like for an artist like us, just making our scene, like we turn up to a gig. Usually, if we're lucky, there's some bottles of water. But we turned up to this one, and there was fruit and stuff all for us. There was like loads of cans of pop and water and beers, that kind of thing. And they came up with us, just anything you need, like just let us know absolutely anything, we'll do it for you. And James, I was thinking he was feeling a little bit unwell on the day. He had a bit of a sore throat, and he said, "By any chance you haven't got any honey, just because that helps soothe my throat a bit?" They went to the nearest shop and got honey straight away. Back 5 minutes with a full jar of honey and just gave it to him. And I'm like, you just went above and beyond for us. It's a tiny little thing, but it meant the world to us because nowhere does that, but they did that. So we love them for that.
that's cool. Thank you.
That was a good question.
Yeah. So, I was going to say, where can people find you on social media?
At Thieves of Liberty. It's that simple. Every social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, we've got at Thieves of Liberty. So nice and simple for everyone to find us. And then make sure they follow us and like all our stuff and tell all their friends.
Yeah, I've been following Thieves of Liberty ever since the pretty much the inception of Thieves
Yeah,
of, Thieves of Liberty.
very early days, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Slightly different band back then.
yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, I think it was. I first came across you around about what 2016. I think it was 2016.
Oh, was it?
Or
I
was
was
it
only 4 years
2000?
old then.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, we did start under the name Thieves of Liberty in around 2016, but we only did sort of covers gigs for the first couple of years. It wasn't until around 2018, I think, we broke onto the original scene a bit. And then,
yeah,
I mean, obviously that was a very different lineup. We were female fronted, and I mean that one took off really quickly as well. Once we did the original stuff in 2018, we got the Fireball tour, that kind of thing. And that was amazing. And and then sort of lockdown happened, and then we decided to call it a day with that lineup, and then I rose from the ashes with the new lineup, and
yeah,
doing really well again. So I think I've got some kind of secret sauce.
yeah. Yeah, I was going to say it. You were sort of like started out really as a covers band,
Yeah,
but every time I sort of like started, every time I sort of like went to one of your gigs, you sort of like wrote a new song
yeah,
and slowly replaced like the covers with like the original stuff
that's right.
type
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean, it was always something we wanted to do. Covers was just better money, to be honest. You get paid well for doing covers, and you rarely get paid at all for doing your own stuff. So it was something we were just sort of slowly worked our way up towards, and then like I said, it took off pretty quickly once we did. We got to do that Academy tour with Less Than Jake and Goldfinger, and that was still to this day one of the most insane couple of weeks of my life. Living on an actual tour bus and playing to thousands of people. It was unbelievable.
yeah, I was going to say it must have been insanely good to actually do that.
Honestly, I can't put it into words. It's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Especially getting to end the tour at the Brixton Academy. I don't know if either of you's ever been to that venue.
No, but I would love to.
It's
It's
so special. So I think the capacity of the room's 3,500, I think, but the actual stage itself is the biggest fixed stage in Europe. The stage is massive. I nearly got lost. And then also the floor. It's a bit like what the City Hall in Newcastle's like now, where the floor's sloped a bit. So like when you're on stage, you can literally see the person's face at the back of the room. Because of the slope, you can just see every face in the crowd. So it felt like 3,000 people, like right on top of it. It was surreal. And the interior of the room is built like a coliseum. So it's just absolutely beautiful. You just look around, you just look like you're in paradise, and there's all these people here to watch you. It's just honestly amazing. One of the best gigs I've ever done, and probably ever will do.
yeah. I was going to say Brixton's iconic. Is an
Yeah.
iconic venue.
It is. There was a few venues on that too. We did. I think we did the Forum in Kentish Town as well. And backstage, sort of like the way you walk to go onto the stage, they've got pictures of other artists who've played on that stage. And I'm looking at like Steven Tyler and Joe Perry of Aerosmith on the wall on that stage that I'm about to walk onto, and I'm like, well, I shouldn't be here. Those are like legends of the game, and I'm about to be on a stage that they've played on. It's surreal.
Yeah, yeah. It is. once you sort of like come across those sort of like venues where the legends played, like Brixton, like the Kentish Town one, or the Marquee when it was still in existence. Because you got like all of the big name people like Motorhead, Aerosmith, and AC/DC all played at some point at these venues.
Exactly. It's crazy. I still don't believe that I've played, to be honest.
Yeah. So was Brixton one of your favourite venues then?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's just beautiful. Honestly, the whole Colosseum interior decor is just out of this world. I can't justify how good it is with words. You have to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I would love to go down to London and actually visit Brixton.
Yeah,
Brixton Academy.
it's a must. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Um, Yeah, yeah. He said that. Yeah, well, sort of like we're going to be moving on to like in that the segment if you want to stick around to where we sort of like review 6 bands.
Okay.
I don't know if you so if you want to stick around to actually listen to the thing.
Yeah, let's
I
do
mean,
it.
if you heard if you heard the bands. Um, so right, Lisa, you want to go first?
Okay, which one do you want me to do?
Um, do you want to do Force of Morality? And
Sure,
some rise above law.
sure. Okay. They're an Oxford-based band. This one is from Into the Abyss album. Um, there's a lot of energy in this song. I really loved it. They had really heavy drums, and the guitar just flew on this song. The vocals, I loved them. They were quick and crisp. It was a very cool song. And if you're a lover of old school heavy metal, uh, basically classic thrash metal, you need to listen to this song. So yeah, I really loved it. The rhythm is really good. Um, yeah, it's an A++ album for me.
Yeah,
The bass was really awesome too, along with the drums. Just really kicked on this one.
yeah. Have you
So
heard
yeah,
of the band? Have you heard of the band, Kieran? Force of Morality.
I don't think I have. No, it's not my usual cup of tea. The sort of thrash metal-y stuff. I'm a bit more of a classic rocker.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like yeah, it is a really good band. So if you are into guys, if you are into sort of like the thrashy, more heavy metal stuff, check out the band. So yeah, and I've put the link in the description in the chat there. So if you want to check them out. So yeah, it's totally agree with that, Lisa. It's pretty much what I got down here as well. So
I'll have to check
yeah,
them out then, if you've both given rave reviews.
yeah. Do you like going to the next one now? Do you like symphonic metal?
I don't mind some, yeah.
Yeah. You might like this band, Rhapsody of Fire, and the song Brave New Hope. I'll start with this one off. Like I said, like you said in previous streams there, I love symphonic metal and symphonic rock, and I fell in love with Rhapsody of Fire and the song "Brave New Hope." But the orchestration on this is absolutely amazing, with violins and stuff like that. The
Sounds really good.
drums, yeah. But I love when the like sort of like bands sort of like
with an orchestra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I can
Yeah,
tell you,
it's-
we have one track on our upcoming album that is a little bit orchestral. Just
Oh,
so you know.
sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
look
sweet.
forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, but listen to that one. Listen to that one. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the drums, the drums and the bass, absolutely brilliant on this song. As it really sort of like drives the song along, and with like accompanying that with the orchestration, like going throughout the song, it sort of like gives something, sort of like gives puts meat on the bones, if you know what I mean. If you know that saying, um, it literally fleshes everything out, if you know what I mean. Now there are some absolutely amazing solos, really brilliant solos from from the guitars on the song. And the vocals, absolutely brilliant. Just the vocals actually, the singer actually, to me anyway, the singer sort of like fits in with the symphonic metal, what the band's doing. So it's absolutely, yeah. Overall, the whole song is absolutely brilliant. So, Lisa,
Well, basically, I said, what an epic song.
yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
the vocals are so amazing, and I said the lyrics are like poetry to me. So yeah, it had like a real passion to it, and the guitar riffs were just phenomenal. I loved it. I loved this song, and I love symphonic metal, so it was like, wow, this is epic.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
I loved
yeah,
it.
yeah. Same here. I just totally loved it when I first heard it. When I first heard the first note on it. I was just like, whoa, this is really good. This really, really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. I've put the video link in the chat there. If anybody wants to check it out, please do. Sit and let us know in the chat there, in the comments, what you think of these bands. So, hello, Chris. Listen up. We got She Might Be Real coming up now, and the song Predator's Lullaby. So, Lisa,
Oh
what do you
boy,
think?
this was a really strong. The video itself was like really like it was amazing. Um, Even though the lyrics were in French and German in some parts, um, just the feel of the music, like the lyrics, you could kind of get the feel of what it was trying to get across. Um, the drums and the guitars, holy moly, they were really strong. The drums, holy moly, like it kicked. It really kicked. Really cool guitar riffs, the bass and the drums, man, vocals were amazing. The rhythm of the song was it just kind of wove in and out. Um, Even though it had a dark tone to the lyrics, so it's kind of a viewer discretion kind of a song too, right? Because of the dark tone to the lyrics. Um, so yeah, um, I really loved the song. Um, real those drums, holy moly! What can I say? They
Yeah,
were awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing
How
that,
come it flips between French and German? What's the story there?
it's a multinational band.
Is it?
It's a yeah.
We've got
It's a
multiple
multi.
singers.
No, well they got well. There's a female singer, uh, brilliant little singer, and there's the producer, I believe. Helen, who's in the chat there, will tell us a lot more about this. But Mike, I think that's his name, is the male singer. I think he's also the producer as well.
Right.
I think, and I think he's German. I think the girl singer is French. I think. And you got Zena, the drummer. I think she's American. Helen, like I said, let us know in the chat there exactly who where he's from. So yeah, it's like like several people come together to actually produce this song. It's absolutely amazing. It is
Very nice.
literally absolutely amazing. As the tagline for this song, it's Rammstein, but in French.
That paints a good picture.
Yeah, because when I first listened to the song, I was like, yeah, the girl singing in French, but the male singer is singing they're singing in German. I was like, I like this. I like this a lot. I
Yeah.
really like it a lot. And yeah, it's our good friend Helen in the chat there. She put me onto this band. Well, she got me to listen to the drummer years and years ago. She was playing different collaboration with like a lot of other artists, and she is absolutely amazing drummer. She is an amazing drummer, and yeah, oh god, like I said, the scene it's absolutely brilliant on the drums, absolutely brilliant. And pretty much the same as you, there, Lisa. Everything about the song it's absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. I can't stop listening to it. Basically,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just the way it flowed, like the way it flowed. Even though it was in the French and German, it just the way the flow went. It was nice. It was yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those. Do you know when you sort of like come across a band um, and it's just like so tight. It's unbelievable. It's just everybody just like everybody's on the same page. If you know what I mean. It's just like flows. Everything's just like comes out and it's just here we go with hardly any effort.
I wish that was us.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those songs that's where you just like thinking, "Damn, this is good. Damn, this is really good."
Yeah. Yeah. I put
Uh,
it on my playlist too, so
yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
yeah, yeah. So, which song do you want to go to next, there, Lisa? Minerva
Um,
or Curveless?
I think we'll do the Menervah. Then we're done that first part.
Yeah, yeah. Well, go for it.
Okay. Um, it was from Menervah. Song "Never Forget You." Yeah, I
Yeah,
really like this song. I especially like the acoustic version of it. Like I told you, Al, I love acoustic guitar. So um, so yeah, I love acoustic guitars. So um, the drums were a nice contrast, like between the drums and the guitars. It was a really nice contrast, and it kind of had I want to call it like a grunge rock feel to it almost. It kind of brought me back to like the 90s
yeah,
feel of rock. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And the lyrics, I really get into lyrics and I listen to lyrics and stuff, and I like to see where they're coming from. And it was a song about losing and loss and remembering that which you missed. And it's your song that sets me free. When they use that line, it's your song that sets you free. I just love that line in it. And I'll never forget you. It's so full of emotion, which I love. I love feeling that emotion in the song. So yeah,
It's
I
giving me
loved it.
vibes of Alter Bridge. Those lyrics.
Yeah, kind of. It was like a kind of like a grunge rock. Um, but I love the lyrics. So yeah, check it out.
I will.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to say when you said that you sort of like got that 90s grunge vibe. When I listened to that song, it sort of like reminded me of the one that unplugged.
Nirvana. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But but like uh, it's hard to describe. It's like that, getting that feel to it. But they had their own spin on it. But yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know. Yeah. Stuff like that. I came across them on the Project Metal Music's Facebook page. They posted the Spotify link up. I was like, oh right, okay. I checked them out, and I said, oh, this is good. So I sent it over to Lisa there, and she came back and said, I love this song. Do you want to to showcase it? So I says, yeah, but if you like it, yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
like kind of
Awesome.
going to all the different genres of rock and metal, and I kind of like picking different songs, not just heavy stuff, but more of like even the classical rock. So yeah, it's nice having like a change, right?
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
a palate cleanse if you.
Yeah, I think yeah, yeah. If you like, sort of like music in general, you sort of like you jump about a little bit. It's the one minute you could listen to some like say death metal. Next minute you could listen to some R&B or a bit of blues or a bit of jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like you can
That's the
sort of
best
like
way,
jump.
isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's all depends where what mood you're in as well. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
It's always best to have a varied taste, I think, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
mhm,
Oh yeah. Of course, yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah. When we explain our taste in music, it's usually like the eclectic taste.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's that's. I think that's. Sort of like goes for a lot of people, where especially if when you grew up with music and everything and stuff, it's just like turn around and say, when somebody asks you, "Oh, what you're into?" Uh, hectic, shall we say? Hectic.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's nice to have that where you can, if you're in a certain mood, to listen to like more upbeat stuff, and then the next day you're listening to death metal or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny when you said to me before, I didn't take you for that kind of girl.
yeah,
That was funny.
yeah. Okay, yeah. But especially when he sort of like started to send sort of like send their music over, I was like, Lisa, what you doing? I thought you were like a nice, sweet little girl. I was like, You listen to black metal? I was like,
I listen to different stuff, so
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, but yeah, it's always good to have like a nice eclectic, nice wide range of music.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, so getting on to the next band, a band called Curveless, and the song "Drowned Eyes." So, do you want me to start off there, Lisa?
Sure. I might as well. Um, the song is Drowned Eyes. It starts off really slow and soft, and it really starts to pick up and gets heavier. And then it transitions back to soft and then heavy again. So it kind of keeps you moving throughout, right? But I really liked the transitions in it from the soft to the harder. Um, the song itself is it has very deep kind of lyrics, poetic almost, heartfelt, which I really enjoyed. The video, it showed a singer in a field with flowers and a windmill, and it was like the lyrics were really soul searching, I want to say. Um, Amazing strong vocals. Um, the guitars, whether they were in the soft sections or the heavy sections, it was amazing. The drums kept the good, strong rhythm throughout it, and the bass, of course. There were really good guitar riffs, and an awesome hook to the song. And I really enjoyed this song, so I give it an A plus plus. Um, and I like the heavy ending with the deep vocals. Soon you will reap what you sow, and that was like the ending, and he repeated it like 4 times. So it was like, soon you will reap what you sow, which is very poetic.
Yeah,
So yeah, cool song.
yeah. Hey up, Linda. Linda's in the chat there.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, what do you? Well, same thing with me then, Lisa. Exactly the same. What really sort of like slightly different with it's slightly different with the beginning. I was like when I first heard it, I was like, right, yeah, it's just going to be like sort of like a ballady type of song. When I first heard it, when I first opened the first, um, but when I was like listening to it early today, I was like the first time, but listening to it again earlier, I was like when they went from like the soft side of things with at the beginning, like in the intro, when you went into like the heavier side, with all the instruments going full belt, um, and then the singers sort of like switched between the clean singing and the growl. I was like, whoa, back up a minute. I was like, what? I really like that. When the singer just went from like the clean singing,
Yeah.
like singing away at the beginning, or then all of a sudden it just slips into the growl. I was just like, nice move, nice move. I like because when the music went over from the soft to the heavy, that's when he went from the clean to the growl. I was like, yes, I like that. I like that transition between
Yeah.
between the like the soft and the heavy type of thing. I like that. So yeah, yeah, that's basically sort of like my little take on that. Yeah, I like that. I like that song. I
Yeah.
like that song. Yeah, Round Eyes by Curveless. Uh, Yeah, and so I've put the link in the chat there. So yeah. So the next one, band called Death and Destiny and the song Dreamwalker.
Not do any like AC/DC or anything, so I can join it.
So like, well, we're sort of like done some sort of like AC/DC, sort of like AC/DC-esque in the past. So
We did do Alter Bridge that one time.
Oh man, yeah, you got me on the wrong episode, man.
I love Alter Bridge.
Me too.
same here. It was sort of like a good friend, streamer called Steph the Alternate, and she's a huge Alter Bridge fan, and that's how she got the channel name, because she took the altar from Alter Bridge and put it in the channel name,
Nice.
and the show was here to coin one of her phrases. The cowback actually met them a good few times.
Which Alter Bridge song did you do?
Oh, which one? There, can you remember?
I'm trying to remember now. Honestly, it escapes me. I can't remember. Because I love them all, right? So it's like, which one did I choose?
Yeah.
Oh, I know I have my notes around here somewhere, but sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on to like Death and Destiny, now, Kieran, out of out of the three singers of AC/DC that have actually recorded with AC/DC, there's Dave, Dave, the original singer. I can't think of his name at the minute. There's Bon Scott and Brian.
Brian Johnson.
Brian
Yeah.
Johnson. Which song would you recommend to somebody who hasn't listened to AC/DC?
One for each, or just which one overall?
Which one? Which one overall?
Oh,
Can I answer that question after too?
you can answer first if you like.
Jailbreak. Jailbreak.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I'll tell you what, do the review while I think, and then I'll answer after.
Yeah. So, Death and Destiny, and the song Dreamwalker. I'll go first with this one.
Okay.
Totally love this song. Totally love it. The bass and the drums are absolutely brilliant on this. They sort of like pound away at that. Yeah, it's like a really good rhythm section on this song. There's some brilliant guitars on this song. It's got some major, there's some really cool solos on this, which I totally love. And what really made this song for me is the singer. It's literally the singer on this one, as she has got going throughout all the song. Her vocals were sort of like angelic, sort of like especially like, sort of like with the music being sort of like on the heavier side, sort of like metaphorically demonic, and she was like the metaphorical angel, sort of like warring with each other type of thing. And that's what I really liked. That's what I really liked about sort of like the counterpoint between the two. She was like sort of like the sort of light and dark type of thing. So yeah, I really loved that song, Dreamwalker. So Lisa,
I love this song. I really love this song. This one started out softer too, with the female lead singer, but then it gets heavier. It's like kick-ass drums and guitars. Both bass and the lead guitar were amazing. And I really liked the pace of the song, which it was faster paced. Lyrics are great. And I said too, if this song was put out by like a pop band or like a lighter rock band, it would be top 10. But because it's more in the rock realm, I think it's not as well received, maybe. But if it was put out like by a pop band, I think this song would have went to top 10.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
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 So
It's really good. I recommend.
yeah. Yeah. So link in the thing. So have you come up with a guest song to recommend from ACDC?
Yeah. Well, see, the problem I had was my mind immediately went to Thunderstruck, but I was like, that's a bit too basic an answer. You know, everyone will say that. But then I think probably my favorite song is Shoot the Thrill.
Good one.
That's just such a good song, isn't it, man? So yeah, I'd go for that one.
Yeah. I would say well, my mind went to either Back in Black or Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
But I would say Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap.
Oh yeah, great song.
And
That was my first album by them. Was Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. That was my first album by them.
It's a great album.
Yeah, my other one would have been Sink the Pink.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I always loved Jailbreak. I don't know. It's just something about that song. It just gets me. Just the way it goes. It just, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another one that was sung by Dave Evans, the first singer. I want to sit next to you, girl. It was re-recorded by Bon Scott for the first album, I think. I think it was the first album. I want to sit next to you, babe. Girl, I should say. So that's another good song.
Can't remember that one off the top of my head. I'll have to have another listen.
Yeah. It's one of the very early recordings.
It's on High Voltage.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
the first
so.
one.
Yeah. It's you can see a couple of videos up on YouTube, I think, with Dave Evans performing the song.
Right.
Before he left the band and Bon Scott took over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good song. Yeah, all good choices. All good choices.
Awesome.
So another question for you, Kieran.
Yep.
Have a bit of a think when we do like the next review of Toehoe. What band and song would you recommend to somebody who might not know the band?
Okay. Just any band.
Any band that somebody hasn't heard of.
Okay.
And what song would you recommend to somebody?
Okay.
So going to the next band. This will be the last band. Toehoe and the song "Ink on Your Page." Lisa, you want to go first?
Sure. First thing I put on this review was, this is a tortured soul song. Totally a tortured soul song. I love the female lead singer. It was heavy and soft at points, and I loved the use of piano and synth in this. Awesome drums, kick throughout. Guitars are excellent balance. Um, they really push boundaries of music genres on this one. They don't really stick to one genre. It kind of like through their songs, because I listened to different songs of theirs, right? And they have different genres. So this one was a heavier one for them. Um, I like that about them, is that they can do different genres, whether it's more of a pop song, more of a soft ballad, whether it's a harder rock. This song, Ink on a Page, was a harder one, harder rock song. I really enjoyed this song, um, and it was like a tortured soul if you listen to the lyrics and that. So,
Yeah.
what did you think of it?
Yeah. When I was listening to like I said, Lisa, I listened to the lyrics as well, and it was sort of like tortured soul type of I wouldn't say purgatory type of tortured soul, but it was like some sort of like going through something dark. Um, so it was sort of like bouncing back from bouncing from one to the other type of thing.
Yeah,
Hence it's like the lighter side of the lightest sort of like light, and sort of like the sort of like music, and the heavier side of the music.
yeah,
Um, sort of like sort of like uh, atmospheric. I shall say it was like very atmospheric, where it
hmm,
sort of like goes up and down, like sort of like going from like the euphoric down to like despair, and back up to euphoric and back down to despair, type of thing, within
yeah,
the style of the music,
Very
and then
dynamic.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was like yeah, and I also loved the piano. I was
Hmm.
really enjoying the song. So if I gives that like sort of like timeless quality to it, if you know what I mean. Like I said, yeah, it's sort of like brilliant use of the piano on that song as well. So, and the vocals were absolutely perfect for the track. The way the singer was actually doing the vocals.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. This song was a lot different from their other songs on that album. Um, if you listen to any of their other ones, I wanted to see like the difference, right, from some of the other songs, and they really pushed the boundaries of what genre they fit into, because they do so many different songs, right?
yeah,
I like that
yeah,
about them.
yeah,
So,
cool,
yeah.
cool, cool. Yeah. So, but Kieran, what band and song would you recommend to somebody?
I decided to go for Waterloo by ABBA. I'm
Yeah,
joking. I'd actually go for Calypso by Thieves of Liberty.
yeah, yeah. Good song, good
uh,
song.
no, I am actually gonna pick a song that you might not know. Have you heard of a band called Mason Hill? They're a relatively modern rock band. Well, I say relatively, they are a very modern rock band. The last album came out in 2021, and they are brilliant. We played with them at a festival last year, and it was I'd always heard of them, but I'd never had a chance to see them. I hadn't listened to them. They blew me away. They were amazing. And then, unfortunately enough, actually, the day after we did that festival, the singer got really ill. He was diagnosed with some sort of heart condition, and he had to leave the band. So that gig, looking back now, it feels a bit special to me. It was my first time seeing them, but it was also the last time you can see them. So in that ilk, I think they are continuing with a different singer. I'm not sure what's happening yet, but I've been listening to them loads since then. They're amazing. So the song I recommend by them is called Broken Sun. Broken Sun by Mason Hill.
Broken Sun, as in father and son, or son in the
Yeah,
sky.
as in father and son. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just written that down, so I'll have a look, check them out.
Very good.
So yeah.
It's a yellow album with a black face, and he's like,
yeah, I'll check them out. Yeah, I'll check them out. Yeah. So, Kieran, if you want to jump off, you can do. As we're going to go into another segment. About literature. So.
okay, yeah, that sounds like my cue,
I've enjoyed.
You need.
Thanks, Kieran.
You need rest there, Kieran.
I do. I need my beauty sleep, man. It's hard being a rock star. 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, I'm getting myself into bed.
Thanks for coming, Kieran.
No, thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
So, any final words before you want to go? Where people can find you, that type of thing?
Yeah, Thieves of Liberty on all social medias. That's Thieves of Liberty. I know it's sometimes hard to understand in my accent. People are like, Trees of Liberty? What's that? But Thieves of Liberty. All socials, Spotify, iTunes, thievesofliberty.com even, because we're moving up in the world. Just check us out, listen to our music, and hopefully you like it. And if you don't, listen to it anyway.
I know I do.
Oh, thank you very much.
I recommend it.
Oh, thank you. And new music soon, so everyone keep an eye out for that very soon.
Thank you.
Yes. Again, Kieran, thank you so much for coming on. And
thanks to you both. It's been great.
Yeah, and we'll get you back on when the close to the date when the new album's going to drop.
Sounds like a plan.
And get better.
Thank you.
Yeah, get better. Right.
Do you mean in health-wise, in music? Get better in music. You suck, man.
Health. get better and healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. See you there.
That's it. A massive thank you to Kieran for coming on, and highly recommend go out and check out Thieves of Liberty. I have put the links to Thieves of Liberty down in the description, so please do go check them out. They are absolutely amazing. So right. Give me a minute before we move on to the next segment, which is going to be the wonderful journey into the world of Feist. And Lisaboo's, gorgeous Lisaboo's journey into the world of Feist. So bear with me there, guys. I'm going to go quick jump to go to the little boy's room. So I'll be back in a minute.
All right, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that YouTube-y stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment. It really helps the channel. So yeah, we're going to talk about literature coming up here. about my journey in Feist. I wanted to. Didn't see John here, but I wanted to tell John because I had mentioned that I was going to look up some books for his niece, and I did find some series of books for his niece. I'll just describe them for you. The both series of these books are fantasy adventure, and I think she'd really like them because you had said that she liked fantasy adventure books. So yeah, the first series of books were called The Realm of Knowledge, and it's a book. There's 3 books in this series. The first book in that series is Finding Obsidia, and it's by T.N.Watson. And I'll give the link to Ell so he can put it in the description for you, John. The second book in that series is Seeking Solace, and the third book in that series is Discovering Destiny, and it's by T.N. T as in Thomas, N as in no, and Watson, Watson, and it's the Realm of Knowledge series, and they're on Amazon. The second series that I found was called The Dark Amulet. The Dark Amulet, Amulet. It's a 3-book series by Jennifer Ealey, Ealey, and it's on Amazon. The first book in the series is The Pale-Eyed Mage. The second book in that series is called The Green-Eyed Man, and the third book in that series is called The Dark-Eyed Shaman, and they're epic fantasy adventure. So yeah, John, if I think your niece would really like these books. And like I said, I'll give Ell the links so he can put it in the description for you. I think your niece would really like those books. So yeah. Are you back, Ell?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
I was just telling John about those books that I found for his niece.
Yeah, cool.
So I don't think he's in the chat, but if he sees this, he'll see it, and I'll give you the links for them too, so you can put it in the description.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Hey up, replay crew. How you doing? We love you guys. So yeah, a little bit of a grift. Like we should have done this about an hour ago, but with Kieran being on, we're sort of like yeah. If you like what you say, spunk the like and spunk it hard. And yeah, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good jazz, because basically it does help the channel out in a big way. It does help the channel out. So yeah, get a spanking. We like a good spanking. Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Can we sort of like get the likes up to about to say 10 by any chance? So yeah, it's been yeah.
I did a grift too. I said like, share, subscribe too. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It helps. It all helps, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you spunk the like, share it out and get all your menagerie, i.e. your children, your family, your everybody, subscribing, it does help the channel out and it does get us into the algorithm the almighty algorithm, and it gets us out to more people. So when we do talk about some of these bands that we do talk about, it helps them as well in a big way as well, and it also gets the word out about the songs, the music, and that's what we sort of like do here. And it also it helps when we do get guests on, like such as Kieran or Mick Michaels from Corner's Sanctuary, or like Phil Styles from Final Coil, and many other bands that we get on here. It does help. It helps spread the word and get more people can turn around and say, "Oh, I like this band. Oh, I like that guy there. Oh, I like this woman." Or that type of thing. And
Yeah.
it all helps. It all helps. And
Yeah.
it helps everybody. Everybody gets noticed. So yeah, that's a little bit of a grift out the way. Midstream grift.
Yeah. I wanted to shout out Eric Allen again too, because he was on and did the interview with you, and he played his songs on your channel. And so yeah, Eric Allen music. Giving a grift for him too, for our Marcella.
Yeah, Eric Allen is absolutely amazing, and he's been on the show a couple of times since then. He popped in, did a couple of minor, a couple of um, impromptu um,
Little
interviews as
concert.
well. Yeah,
He did a little concert.
yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah. Um, yes. Uh, come on, play a ball. Your phone is your phone is acting up. Tell it off there, Lisa.
Behave.
Don't make me send it to Lisa too, and you can get spanked by Lisa.
I think I might enjoy that though.
True, true. Yeah, I've just put in Eric Allen's Spotify. So guys, if you haven't checked out Eric Allen, please do. I've just put the link into his Spotify.
Yeah,
So it's absolutely amazing.
he's a friend of the channel, and yeah, a dear friend. So yeah, go check out his music, please.
So yeah, the wonderful world of Feist and your journey through the series. So I know you are on book 3 of the Empire books by Remini Feist and
Yeah.
Johnny Wirtz. It's a heavy, isn't it? It's a heavy, heavy book.
It's a heavy, heavy, heavy book. Not in weight, but in mental weight. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, good, yeah.
I've kind of picked up pace a little bit. I'm almost halfway through now, so I'm on let's see, chapter 14. So I am making my way.
Yeah. Chapter 14.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think this one's Revelation, so I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Revelation.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
You do
Oh.
this every
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you're making me scared.
Oh, it's a good scare. It's a good
Yeah.
scare. And yeah, you're gonna find something out in this chapter, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God!"
Cool.
Well, put it through as the saying goes, shit is gonna hit. Shit is gonna get real, and it's gonna get real big.
Bring
In
it
a good
on.
way.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Something's something's going to be found out, as the name suggests. And yeah,
because in the last chapter, basically, Arkazi, Mara, the main character, her spy
spy master.
Her spy master. Basically, Mara put him to a task of going to the Tong's leader, Obajan, to go after him. So that happened in this last chapter. I'm not going to say what happened, but that's what happened in this last chapter. So yeah.
Yeah, and he's well, put this way, something's going to happen where he questions everything. I'm not going to say what, but he's going to question everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I've kind of picked up pace a little bit reading. So because it's been a heavy one, like you said. It's been a real. It was hard for me to even get a chapter in every night before because it was so heavy. Like it would be pages that I would get instead of a chapter done in the night. So
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing with like the Empire books. It starts off like with Mara being 17, being in the Lashima temple.
Yeah.
Just about to go into being sort of initiated into the temple of Lashima at the age of 17, and then suddenly being yanked from that life to be thrust into the head of the family, of the Akoma family.
Yeah.
And it's like you can see sort of like the descent of the sort of like any other person would have literally run a mile, run away screaming with madness. But Mara didn't. She rose to the challenge and literally, you know what I mean, every adverse sort of like thing that's been thrown at her, she rose to the challenge.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. She had people around her. Mind you, there was only about 35 warriors still there for her out of how many? 2,000, 3,000 warriors.
But
That she had 35 left after. And she's built it back up over this time. And she had trusted people around her, like Kyoki and Akoya. So, yeah, now she's... I don't want to give anything away, though, because I want people to read these books. But, yeah, I really do, because it has been a journey, a real journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want people to read. If they do want to start reading them, start at The Magician by Feist. Right?
Yeah. Magician. Then Silverthorn. Then Darkness of Sethanon. And then the daughter. Well, it's been commonly known as the Empire Trilogy. That's Daughter of the Empire, Servant of the Empire, and Mistress of the Empire. And yeah, those are the first 6 books you need to read, because basically it's sort of like continue. It might come out like years those two trilogies came out with different sort of like different time periods. The first three books came out in the first one came out. The Magician came out in 82. Then 83 with Silverthorn. 84 came out with Darkness and Sethino. And the Empire books came out in the early 90s, like sort of like 10 years apart type of thing. But it was like with Johnny Wirtz, he wanted to sort of like take a look and explore the Surrey side of things. Yeah, so basically that's when like sort of like Vice basically turned around and says, go for it. I'll obviously it's sort of like basically both of them are sort of like linked to each other because basically the Magician covers, that's where it all started.
Yeah.
With the series. And this so
Yeah, this is the book. So if anybody wanted to see how to spell his name, they can see it. That's the one that I'm on right now, and I'm just about halfway through. Getting there.
Yeah. Now there is one character pretty much from the beginning of the first Empire book called Lucian. What do you, without giving too much away, what do you think of him?
He's a character. He's a real character. He's got that way about him, and he gives that little smile, like just the way they describe him. I can just see him there, with his little smirky smile and his kind of he's got a wit about him and kind of like playful. It's almost playful, but yet he keeps that stoic Serrani face, to him, like a warrior face. But then every once in a while, you get that little smirk.
Yeah, I was going to say he's sort of like he's got that he's rogue. He's a rogue. He's roguish. I
I
would
like
say
him.
yeah, he's sort of like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Sort of like that type of 1 minute he could be like doing stuff in jest, and then all of a sudden he could flick a switch just like that and just be like be sort of like have that warrior sort of mentality there and then.
That stoic face, that granite face that's just blank, right? And then the next he could have that little quirky smile and be like poking you. Yeah.
He's sort of, I won't give it away what he was or what he was doing or stuff like that. You've got to read the first Empire book to actually understand what we're on about. But Mara saved them, basically.
Yeah.
Mara saved them. And that's why he's sort of like loyal, literally loyal to Mara.
She gave him back his life. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, he sort of like, if it wasn't for her, he would have been dead. He would have been dead. And not just him, but his band of warriors as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Lucian. I like him. Yeah.
He's I won't say what happens. You've got to read it.
And his cousin, it's his cousin, Sarek. Yeah. I like him too. They're alike in certain ways, but see, I'm remembering names now, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you will sort of like start remembering putting sort of like names to events, and then you should say, oh right, yeah, I remember that. I remember that guy from this event, and he's just, oh
Yeah.
right, yeah, that plays a major part. Yeah, you
Yeah.
think, or when you get a bit further down the line, you think, oh right, okay, okay, I remember now. Yeah, he did this, or she did that, and oh yeah,
Yeah.
this particular kid did this, yeah, and saved somebody's life or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I still
So,
write things down though, which is a good idea. If you do start reading these books, write names down with a little description of who they are, because there's a lot of people in these books that you want to keep track of who they are, and that it's good to write them down. Because I started writing down late, so
yeah,
yeah, I would have
yeah,
helped to start writing down earlier. But
yeah. I was gonna say, there might be a character there in these books. You might think, oh, it's just a throwaway character. Big mistake. Big mistake. Just that minor throwaway character. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say
ooh,
that minor character. That minor character could turn into something big.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So after after the initial shock of the end of book number 2, the servant of the empire, and the shock of the beginning of Mistress of the Empire. How are you finding book 3?
um, oh, if you get past that first part, um, it gets a little better. Um, I know there's gonna be like more coming in this book, but that's why it took me so long to get as far as I did in this book, because it was quite an for me anyways. Some people, they're not as soft hearted as I am. They could probably get through it pretty easy. If you're a little um, thicker skinned. No, I don't want to say thicker skinned, but um, yeah, you could probably get through it faster. But um, yeah, it's taken me a while, but I, I do still enjoy. I'm still enjoying the books. It just was emotionally, it was just difficult, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. When I first read the books, I was just like you keep saying, sometimes Feist does deal with certain topics in a good way, very emotionally horrific topics in a good way. It does them sympathetically. It does them sort of like, uh, how can I put this? It doesn't do group to it doesn't. It just doesn't do them for like shock value or anything like that.
yeah. And
In
it's
a
not
way,
graphic. It's not graphic. It's artfully done. Yeah, he doesn't put anything in that that's not meant to be there, kind of thing. He does, like some of the stuff is difficult, but like we've said before, you can skip some of it, and that's fine. You can still, it's not going to take away from the rest of the book. Um, so yeah,
yeah, it's yeah. When I first read the books, I was like literally, I just couldn't read it. I couldn't start the third book. I
yeah,
just couldn't start the third Empire book. because of what happened in the end of book 2, in the second one.
Yeah.
I was like, well, when I started the third one, I was like, oh my God, he's continuing on.
Yeah.
I was like, but when I read it, I was like, at least he's done it tastefully. He's done it proper. It's
Yeah.
just like I was like, oh, I was like you that when I first read it, I was like you. I was just like, oh my God.
Well, you
What?
told me to take the time that I needed too, because I was gonna slog on and just keep, because I was just gonna keep trying, and you told me no, just take some time, and I appreciated that because I needed that week or whatever it was that just it's almost like decompression. You need to decompress after reading some of the stuff, but
Yeah,
so yeah, it was
yeah,
difficult. It was difficult from the end of the second Empire book. Um, yeah, and it's hard to review it, and I don't want to give stuff away, but
yeah,
because I want people to read these books and because I'm so glad that you told me about these books when you did, because I would be out, I would be in the dark too. I'd still be in the dark and not know about these books and be missing out, and I don't want other people to be missing out on this good, like the writer himself. Like he's an amazing writer, Feist, and other people are missing out too, and I don't want them to. Right, the more people that we can get to reading, and if you like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, but more so Lord of the Rings, Tolkien, you'll love Raymond D. Feist. So more people that we can get reading him. Have our own little reading club.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. It was just for me. It was just by chance. I was just by chance when I first came across Feist. It was with Tears of the God from the Condor books, but in 2001 now, so he told 23 years. I was just like, I was like thinking, when I looked in the list of books that he wrote, I was like, oh right, okay, he's done about at the time 12 books, no, 9 books before that, not
Yeah.
yet 10 books before that. I
Yeah.
was like,
And you
oh
liked that. Yeah, you liked that book too, reading it, right? Like
yeah,
you didn't like it's good to start out reading from Magician on, but you were able to go back and start from the beginning and kind of get caught up on the trilogy and go back, right?
yeah,
Almost like
yeah.
going to a series, like a TV series where you're in the middle and you go back and then you kind of get to see um, what happened at the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was like, oh right. I was like, who is this pug? Who is this Thomas? Who is it? You know what I mean? Who is Aruka? Who is this Princess Caroline? Who is King? Who is this King Liam? You know what I mean? Who is this Duke Martin? Who is this? Who is that? You're thinking, oh, I was like, who? I was like, so when I looked at the books in the series, and I was like, oh right, okay. It starts off with magician. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to start at the beginning and then go from there. And I was like, it made so much sense, when I first started at the beginning, and I was like, oh, that's when I when I read the Magician, I was like, right, okay, I am interested. You got me hook, line, and sinker, and you're dragging me through the water, and you're like, you know what I mean? It's just like you will, sort of like you will bloody well bring me type of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was just
that's what I said. I'm like, take my money.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
So
got me now.
it's like I said earlier. To quote Steph the Autumn Nerd, Ravenly Feist is a cowbag in a good way because he's a damn good writer. He knows how to get, he knows how to hook people in.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes. It 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 does it does make you just it sucks you in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I first read that first chapter of Magician, I was just like, our first chapter with Pug on the beach below the bluffs of Cratery, and I was like, where he actually just running, where he's just like on the rocks, gathering uh, fresh fish and shellfish for the kitchens at Cratery, and the way Feist describes the scene on that beach. He's very descriptive in
Yeah.
that first chapter, and that's what basically hooked me in. The way he actually started that book off, with the way in that first chapter.
Yeah. Because Pug was what, 13, 14, 15,
13,
13?
12.
And that, yeah, because, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was about 12, 13. Um, in that first chapter of the Magician, it was 13, 12 going on to 13, because he was sort of like just before he turns 13, where he will be like 13, turning 14, because he was just about to be just before Midsummer's Festival,
Yeah.
where everybody in the kingdom turns another year. But unfortunately, with him being an orphan, nobody knew his real age. So everybody assumed he was 13. So, and then sort of like, yeah, it's sort of like, uh, so yeah, it's an epic ride. Believe me, that book is an epic ride.
Yes. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So grab hold of you if you're going to read Magician, if you're going to read Feist or any book by any book. I would say I highly recommend Remedy Feist by Magician. So basically, grab hold to your butts, ladies and germs. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yep.
And you better bring your puke bag as well, because it's going to be. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be it's a one wild ride. Put it that way.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait for you to go to the War Saga. You think you've read it? If you think you're going to be like saying, "Oh yeah, I know Feist." Oh, he throws in a few things in the certain War Saga that you will thinking, "Where the hell is he smoking something?"
Oh, he keeps us guessing.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Got to keep
Oh
us on
good.
our toes.
Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. Well, put this way, certain War Saga. Oh, well, put this way. Throw in elements of the Empire books. Throw in a little bit of ancient Greece, a little bit of ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, a little bit of ancient Chinese and Japanese culture, which is already in there anywhere. But ancient Samoans. Give you a little clue. Ancient Cretians. So yeah, I'm not going to say what they are. Just think of Egypt, Greece, Crete, and Mesopotamia, and you will understand. Once you get to that, once you get to the certain war saga, you will understand what I mean.
I got to finish this one first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah. But you've got to go through another 5 books after this one before you need to get before you even think getting to the certain war saga.
Yeah, I know. There's so many that I got to read yet.
Yeah. Well, put it this way, the new book's coming out this August.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of reading to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. You've got another 30 books after that. You've got another 30 books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Or when you sort of like get to later on in the book, I won't say anything, but there's some things you're gonna think, where the hell did this come from? You're thinking this is such left field. It's like it's unreal. So
Yeah, I'll have to be prepared for anything, really.
as the saying goes, always expect the unexpected.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of learned that in these books to never be complacent, never be thinking that you're gonna know what's gonna be on the next page, because he keeps you guessing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In certain things in the books, Feist does sort of like telegraph certain things, but others you just like literally sucker punches you straight in the side of the head. So it's sort of like, yeah, it feels like you've just been like literally been do a Homer Simpson where he gets a cannonball shot into his gut.
Yeah.
Book 2 of the Empire books.
Yeah.
It feels like it's just been, yeah, it just feels like it's just like being whacked over the head, being whacked with a cannonball, and you're just like thinking, why? Why did you just do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's but like I said, it's he did it tastefully all that way, and yeah. So, are you looking apart from Remley Feist? Are you looking forward to other authors to read?
Not for a while.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. It's like I say, it's going to be a while, but I've got like a few authors you can actually to look forward to, shall we say? There's other authors out there, but like I said, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up to now, I know I've asked this question before. Apart from the beginning of book 3, that's was still even now. I've read this. I've read the books numerous times, and it's still kicking ahead. But up to after that first part of the book, what do you think of the rest of the book up to now?
It's very interesting how it's not quite as emotional, but yet in some other ways it is. You get really invested in these characters, and when things start to happen to them, you know, like it gets like, you know, like you start like, oh, don't go in there, you know, like you start getting invested in all these different characters and stuff, like Arakazi and you know what he was doing in this last chapter. It was so dangerous, and it was like, oh my goodness, like I was like worried for him, you know, and it wasn't as emotional in this part, but in different ways it gets it's more of it's in the suspenseful part of the book. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's like with Keok, Lujan. There's uh, um, the what's the name? The nanny, former nanny, who became the first advisor.
Oh,
Yeah.
it just ran out of my brain.
I know. I just had a brain fart.
Hold on. Nicoya, right?
And yeah, Nicoya.
Yeah.
It's sort of like there, and then Pop away, Peppy. Um,
Yeah. That was sad.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
sort of like all these key members of the Empire books who sort of like all became all rallied round uh, Mara, who actually like shaped Mara who into what she is in there by the book basically book 3 of the Empire. It's yeah, it's like you do get into these characters in a big way. and you want to like cheer them on
Yeah.
in a way. You do want you do want to keep turning those pages in to see what happens next, what's coming up, type of thing.
Yeah. And he's the kind of writer that you are turning pages, like, but I've slowed down. Like, I've tried to deliberately slow down, and so I can like basically envelop myself in the words, right? And not just try and go so quick, and yeah, just really let it all sink in. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just want to absorb everything. Literally want to absorb literally every single little detail of what he's actually saying. Because there are times where if you do rush through the book, this is one of the reasons why I've read the books multiple times. Is because if you do rush through, you're starting to miss the little details. And basically, if you slow down and actually read what he's actually saying, what's actually written on the page,
Yeah.
you sort of like, oh, oh, you sort of like, oh, you get like sort of like the hidden meanings,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah. And he has those too. He has that where you, like, if you're rushing and stuff, you could take it another way, and then, but if you're reading the words and the way he's written it, and it's like, oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I've read the books multiple times now, and yeah, I've sort of like every time I went back, I've always picked something new out of it. If you know what I mean, it's just like I've
yeah,
always like it's just like this. It's like I said, it's the subtle little details. You just I think, oh shit, I'm so glad I went back to this book, and you do pick up some tiny little snippet of
yeah,
things,
yeah. It's
and
a
it's just
different new. It has a nuance to it that you never really thought of before or saw before. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
going back to a movie you've watched how many times, and I don't remember that part, or that's different. I don't remember that part.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And so sometimes if you sort of like it's like with a movie, you sort of like sometimes you sort of like you sometimes you only half listen, and you're not looking at the screen whilst you know when you usually have like sometimes what I normally do is with a movie is I put it on just for background noise. But sometimes you sort of like you when you do what if you watch it like that, you sort of like sort of like mishear certain lines, and when
hmm,
you go back to watch it again and you actually pay full attention to it, you think, oh, I thought that character said this, but he actually said that. You know what I mean? That's the
yeah,
same thing with like Raymond Feist. If you rush it, or you sort of like, I wouldn't say sort of like power read, but if you
hmm,
sort of like if you want to like sort of like run a sort of like more of a at a faster pace,
yeah,
you sort of like do sort of like miss those little tiny little details in the in the in the book. So
yeah,
sometimes the best bet is to actually slow down and you sort of like read what Price has written down on the page, and you think, oh right, okay. And you sort of like it's it's those little details that make the book more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's always best to not be to not have too much extra stuff going on in the background and stuff when you're, at least for me anyways, because your attention can be off too, and you may not catch certain things in the book too, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like with me when I read, it's like I sort of like turn everything off and just read.
Yeah. Get in that zone, the reading zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've been sent sort of like these little short videos to Lisa, and one of my favorite ones is the book runner.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those are cute. Those are funny. Those ones. It's like, and the ones in the bookstore. It's like he's 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 got this big pile of books, and it's like, well, if they're all red or if they're all one color, it just qualifies as one book.
Yeah. Or if it's like if it's a 4 book series, it's classed as one book.
Yeah, it's like 10 books. Yeah, and then why is your book? Why are these books $300?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Uh,
one book.
yeah. Oh, there's another one. It says, uh, my hu- um, my husband says I need therapy. I says, all right, okay, I'll go to therapy. It's on a Saturday, 1 hour a week, and it's $150. And it's just like, this is my therapist, Barnes and Noble, not sponsored by anywhere, but just looked at me and said, "Oh, the bookstore, the book,
Yeah,
the bookstore."
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, one of the videos, little short videos that I've actually came across was the book remnant with like the oh, do you want to come to the bear? I thought you, oh, it's World Book Day. He says, yeah, what are you going to do? Read books. Yeah, smell books, hug books. He says, oh, right, okay. I thought you wanted to come to the bookstore with me. It's just the book room and stop piling books up
I
to
love books to bring. Yeah, love that one.
Yeah,
But you're gonna bring those books with you? Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. You
that
gotta
was what
bring
that
the
was.
books with them to read the books at the bookstore.
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't have more books.
yeah.
Uh,
So what do you think? We're going on just about 2 hours.
yeah, it looks like we're going to be starting to wrap things up. So, yeah. What for next week? What are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to? Like band wise?
Um, like as far as the picks that we have coming next week, or as far as
Yeah, yeah. What picks are you looking out for?
oh, I have a list going, and I pick. You decide. I got a list going of bands that are look pretty cool. Um, yeah, because I now that I've started to listen to more bands and stuff again. Like, it comes up in my feed too, right? So yeah, there's quite a few bands out there that look pretty good, and newer bands. Some are a little bit older bands, but they're more of indie band, right? They just don't get the play and stuff that they deserve, right?
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. It's sort of like, for me anyway. I want to. I've sort of moved away from like the more mainstream bands such as Maiden, old bands like that.
yeah,
I just want, because it's just like they've got enough fans out there to support them, but also sort of like I've sort of like want to like go into the more independent bands where they need like get a little bit more support.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it's like, plus I was like thinking, where's the next Maiden coming from? Where's the next Sabbath coming from? Where's the next Slipknot is coming from?
yeah, yeah. And there's so many bands out there that are really good, and they deserve to have somebody there showcasing their music, and they just need the help, right? They just need that little extra eyes on their ears on their music, eyes on them, just trying to um, give them a little bit more attention, airplay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those. Like I said, it's one of the reasons why I've actually got into more of the independent and inside bands out there, because, like I said, there are absolutely a lot of bands out there who are absolutely amazing,
yeah,
and I want to bring those amazing bands to a even wider audience. And it's just like with Grave Shadow. If it wasn't for the press release, for like for ambitions, let me just try to think out for ambition, the first full album in 2018. The band the album that I sent. It was just like, yeah, if it wasn't for that album, I would like only more knew who they were.
yeah,
So ambitions plans, it's called, and I wouldn't even knew who they were. And if it wasn't for the songs that they played, I wouldn't have played them on the video show.
yeah,
And when it came out with the certain hour, I was like, oh my god, this is getting better with this particular band.
yeah,
And thankfully, if you haven't watched the interview that I did with Grave Shadow a couple of weeks ago, go watch it, please. Go watch it. It's an absolutely amazing interview with Grave Shadow.
yeah. That was an
Yeah,
amazing interview. Yeah, Eden Ablaze. That is an amazing song. Yeah,
I mean, I did an interview with Galia, the Belgian band, and Return of Time. Oh, that is an amazing song, amazing song. And Galia is a brilliant band.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Have you did you watch that interview with Galia?
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'll have to go back and look. I know I got to get back into listening to the older interviews and stuff. Um, yeah, I their music is amazing. Yeah, same with
Yeah,
Fortis
Galia.
Ventus.
Yeah. I need to get them on.
Yeah,
I do get them on at some point. Because Fortis Ventus is absolutely a bare, stupidly, insanely, brilliant, awesome band. They are so talented, that band.
yeah, totally agree. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, another band is absolutely amazing. A German band called Hell's Throne.
not sure if I probably have. I think you played it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've also interviewed the band as well.
yeah. So
Yeah, like we said, there's a lot of amazing bands out there that deserve to be heard.
yeah. Well, hopefully, they'll get we'll get people listening to them, right? They'll get a little
Yeah,
bit of recognition, and hopefully they'll come on for interviews and stuff too, right? After the reviews and that too. So
yeah, yeah. I've sort of like been putting contacting some of these bands that we uh, did the reviews on to get them on for interviews. Some have responded to it. Some have just working out a few times. Working out a few days and times and everything. So watch your space type thing. And it's probably going to be the last script of this stream. Uh, Spank the like, hit the subscribe. It does help the channel out, so we can actually help these bands out get to a wider audience. So get your friends, get your family, get your dogs, cats, goldfish, all that. Get your pet iguana and the pet Komodo dragon involved and subscribe because like I say, it does help the channel out, and it does help these bands out as well. So to be heard. So yeah, so get a spanking, get a spanking. Because we do like a good spanking. Uh, yeah. So yeah, Lisaboo, uh, what final words do you have?
um, tell people that you love them. Give them all the love and hugs that you can, because we never know how much time we have on this earth. Um, thank you to everyone that comes and watches. It really helps. And don't drink and drive.
Yeah, it's a full-on dick move. So don't do it. We want to see you here, but we want to see you here next time. So yeah. So until next time, guys. Watch you all later.